Arsenal, Man United, who's had the better season? Now, I know Manchester United lift the trophy, but 8th? Arsenal, surely. I know you can argue Man United have had a more successful season with the trophy, but who's had a better season? We still don't know what's happened with Ten Hag. We'll go through the back pages. Some of them may well be a story breaking a little bit later. Those back pages will be coming. Kevin Ashard also joins us. And then at midnight, we'll have a little bit of fun with the midnight train. So get your calls in for that one. Also, Pez, we want to know your club's sliding door moment. Okay, and you want to have some silly rules brought into football that can perhaps name and shame some footballers that perhaps in the modern game now, going down too easily, feigning injury, diving, all that sort of malarkey.
So you want me silly rules, or do you want Arsenal Man United?
You can start where you want to start, mate.
I'll go Arsenal Man United because I've got a bit of a dilemma here.
Right.
Because I've always said that football or any sport that you play at any level is about winning trophies. That's what it's about, right? And there where you get your club's history and tradition is made by the trophies that you win, because you have your memories, don't you? Where you go with your nan, your granddad, your aunt, your uncle.
That's not up for question.
You have big,
that's not for debate.
And that's the big. It just shows you how far Man United have fallen, because that was one of the biggest cup final upsets that we've seen in modern times.
It's a long time.
That goes up there
Wigan.
with Wigan against Man City. I go back to Ipswich against Arsenal in '78.
Wimbledon.
Yeah, Wimbledon. Sunderland against Leeds. Do you know what I mean? So. I think I think Arsenal, and obviously it's going to be thrown at me that obviously I'm a gooner, I'm going to say that. Arsenal have had a better season because the season was all about joy. Didn't end the way that I thought it'd end, because I thought we'd win it at the beginning of the season because of Declan Rice going and, experience, whatever. I thought Man City might not have the edge that they had last season.
Well, they weren't brilliant, City, but that is...
But they've still got the edge. They've still got that... they still got that desire.
But the edge is not as convincing as it was last year.
But... it's still desire. I think, I said if they'd have won the double, I think that would have been as big achievement as the treble last season, because of, you normally have a drop-off. It's very difficult to keep going, which they have.
Well, they just fell short.
But I think Manchester United, I think it's Eric the Redeemer, right? I think it's redemption. Their season has been redeemed because of... Their season has been, let's be honest, stinking. It stunk the place out, right?
Completely. They've been terrible season.
14 games in the Premier League. I think it was 19 in, all comps. And some of their performances, when you said, I just looked at the end of the season, people said that he started to get turned around. They were awful against Crystal Palace. Like, it could have been 8 against Crystal Palace. Burnley at home, right?
They were lucky.
Again, drew 1-1. Yeah. Burnley had 16 shots at Old Trafford, right? So this is... how bad their season has been. And if they hadn't won, Ten Hag would have gone, right? I actually think now...
we're as convinced as we can.
Yeah, but I actually think now it's a lack of leadership from Sir Jim Ratcliffe, from Dave Brailsford, whatever, just because of one night. And it was a brilliant 90 minutes. Don't get me wrong. Tactically brilliant.
Yes, I agree with that.
But I think that summed up Man United players. They turn up and pick their games when they want to, turn up for the big occasions. On the other ones against, like I mentioned, Crystal Palace, Burnley, can't really be bothered. So I think it's a lack of leadership from the top, because they don't rate Ten Hag. Any business that you're in, any job that you have, if you know that your boss doesn't rate you, right?
Have you ever had that here?
It's all of them, but I keep hanging on. Do you know what I mean? All I do is wash their cars. Man, I don't drive the cars, I wash them as well. Right? But you get the feeling... it's fractious, right?
Well,
so
look,
there's no synergy through the whole club.
Well, the fact that we're talking about is future, and this is not coming from us. This is well documented. Who's had the better season, Man United or Arsenal? We'll ask that. Sliding doors moment, Perry and I will give us for Arsenal and Chelsea, and also the weird and wonderful new rules that you'd like to bring into football. Just give us a quick example, Pez, of that one.
Quick rule. You said about diving. So, instead of yellow card for diving, you go and sit on the side of the pitch for 10 minutes, but you have to put the old-fashioned diver's outfit on, with a big metal head with the glass that goes around, and
the lead boots to keep you weighted down.
And you have to... Actually, no, I'll change it. You have to walk around the pitch in the diver's outfit. Because there's a fellow...
getting back on,
But there was a fellow who used to do it for the London Marathon, didn't he? Like, it took him about 4 weeks, didn't it?
It's going to take about 3 hours to get around the pitch.
Well, don't dive then.
Fair enough.
Or, I said earlier about if you kick the ball away, then you've got to kick 10 balls, whatever ground that you're at, you've got to kick 10 balls over the home fans, and you have to go and get the 10 balls back in the car park. Remember, like an apprentice, you have to go and get the balls. Get the 10 balls before you're allowed back on again.
Well, there you go. 03717223344. Let's go and start with Shmeckel. Have I pronounced your name? Shmeckel? Is that?
Yeah, I'm Shmeckel, yeah.
Shmeckel.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, sir. How are you?
Up?
You're a Man United fan?
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
Hello,
You're in
Shmeckel.
North America. Whereabouts in North America?
I'm in New York.
In New York. Okay. Whereabouts in New York?
New Jersey.
Not in New Jersey. New Jersey's not New York. New York in some place in New York, Manhattan. Next to Manhattan.
You're in Manhattan. Okay. All right.
Next to Manhattan,
Next to Manhattan. All right. What you doing out there? You sound like you're from England.
I'm not from England. I'm around England, yeah.
Rounding. Whereabouts around England?
Yeah.
Sounds like Michael Palin.
Manchester.
Manchester. That's England. That counts.
The North counts.
It does count.
Yeah.
Go on,
Yeah,
Shmeckel.
a bit.
What do you want to say?
Yes, I want to say that the whole season, everything together, I think United had a better season than Arsenal because we won a trophy. And looking at injuries, like you couldn't do more than all these injuries. Like,
Shmeckel, everybody has injuries.
We had 6 defenders out at one point.
Just
Arsenal
have
didn't have
Chelsea,
that one.
Shmeckel. I
And
know.
Newcastle.
Had 6 defenders out at one time.
Chelsea have had them all out as well. I
Yeah.
mean, this injury thing, I think Ten Hag's
phenomenal,
leaning on
right?
it a little bit too much about the injury. I understand and I get it because if you have the best players out, I don't care who you are, you're going to struggle. That's where the squad comes into it. But if your best players are out.
But Shmeckel, tell me how Manchester United play.
So look at the FA Cup final. We got Lisandro Martinez and Varane back.
No, you haven't
defense.
told me. No, not who plays where.
Yeah,
right. I'm asking you how your team plays. What is your team's philosophy?
Attacking football and defending well.
What, this season?
This season not, but that's our philosophy, right?
No, it isn't. Because you haven't seen it. You have lazy players who
This
don't
season
track
not,
down.
because-
They don't run back.
Because we didn't have the right players. Well, we're playing Casemiro and Everton in defence. How are we playing like that
But
against Crystal Palace?
but who
They have
picked him?
Pace up front.
You had Quembala on the
But who else?
bench. A young centre half.
And Waller was also injured.
Everyone's had injured, Shmeckel.
So you'd settle for the same season next season, Shmeckel, then?
I wouldn't. But
No, but you've had a
wrapping up
brilliant
the whole
season this
with
season,
no
though.
injuries. We didn't. I'm not going to say we had a brilliant season, but at the end of the day, we won an FA Cup.
So you
against
think you had a
Manchester
better season than Arsenal?
Altogether, yes. Because what did Arsenal do at the end of the day? They have Champions League football.
Who was the better team?
Who was a better team this season?
Arsenal were the better team, but we're the better season.
What, just because you had a good 90 minutes?
Yes, it makes a big difference, right?
That's it. No, I think, as I said, I think it's
can't
redeemed
buy-
your season.
I
But
can't buy into that.
But you have no again. You know, when you talk about injuries, if you have a structure and everybody's buying into that structure and the way the team's set up, that doesn't affect you as much. You have no structure. When the opposition are in possession, your players are lazy.
We couldn't have a structure because we didn't have the players to do
Whose
it.
fault? No, you can still have a structure. You can still have other players coming into that structure.
Not with Casemiro and Everton in the back. It's not gonna work.
Shmeckel, are you Ten Hag in? You want to give him another year, yeah?
Give him another year. Give him another 6 months at least.
6 months.
He won't last until November.
Months. Shmeckel, appreciate the call.
Cheers, Shmeckel.
Have a good one. Have
Cheers,
a
bro.
good
They're
day.
Shmeckel, the Man United fans, saying that they had a better season than Arsenal. I've got no dog in this fight, right? But for me, hands down, Arsenal had a better season. The more successful, of course, trophies matter. And, well done at United. They absolutely deserve to beat City at the weekend.
It's saved.
But
It
you
saved
think about
their
it,
season.
he's won 2 cups in the last 2 years, yet the big conversation piece is he good enough for the job? Yeah, Arteta has had 2 seasons where he's finished second. No one's questioned his credentials to the job, but there will come a point where can he get that Arsenal side over the line?
Absolutely.
Can he get them over
But
the line?
Arteta is in charge of the whole plan side of it, and he has every player on board.
Well, completely.
And I
It's a
mentioned
totally different
before,
football.
there's a structure at Arsenal. Everybody knows it. You can say it's 4-3-3, but it's 4-1-4-1 really, because Declan Rice or Jorginho plays
Yeah,
at the
plays
base of that
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But with injuries, Shmeckel said, if you have a structure and a philosophy and a way of playing, those players come in. Just an example, Liverpool had a complete restructuring, didn't they, of their midfield, right? 5 new midfield players coming in. Everybody knows they play 4-3-3 at the beginning of the season until they tailed off at the end, obviously. But they fitted in seamlessly because of the structure that
And it's
Jurgen
right,
Klopp
and
has.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. Injuries, yes, they count. Yes, you're going to miss your big players. But come on, surely Man United are better than that.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.